Miss Philippines Earth 2020 is brought to you by Hannah Shampoo, Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel and Tours.
It all started in 2001 when a new generation of empowered women changed the way we looked at beauty queens.
We became the voice of nature that was longing for help and recovery.
We took the high road and willingly committed ourselves to a worthy cause.
A cause that would be our legacy and fulfill the promise that comes with a crown.
From coast to coast, we forged ties to start the wheel of change.
And inspired people from all walks of life to embrace the value of a sustainable future.
We molded the minds of the youth and instilled in them a genuine love for the environment.
We traded glamour for the opportunity to set an example.
We never hesitated to get our hands dirty, to bring back beauty in nature.
We share the gift of laughter as a symbol of hope and send out a message that it is never too late to save the planet.
For 2 decades, we've proven that there's power in beauty.
There's the ability to influence and make everyone realize
that we were born to help the world, not to destroy it.
Today, as we face an unprecedented global challenge, we'll rise once again, together with the Filipino people.
We will continue with our mission while working towards healing and protecting ourselves.
The fight to save the environment is a concern of all.
Because the earth is not yours, not mine, but ours.
It's time to spread our wings and soar to greater heights.
We are with you on the road to recovery. We are the women of the earth.
Here are the delegates from NCR, the Overseas Filipino Communities, and the Visayas. Mandaluyong City. A DJ and TV host, Gianna Lianes. City of Manila. A business development manager, Justine Ortega. Parañaque City. A student of entrepreneurship, Alexandra Micaela Bobadilla.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel.
Pasig City.
Every angle. Tomorrow comes and goes.
A professional chemist, Iris Marie Mabanta.
Let you know the way that just fall off you is amazing. Love a miracle, a beautiful.
Quezon City.
Baby, come a little closer, let me taste it.
A registered engineer, Angeline May Santos. Dubai United Arab Emirates. An executive administrator, Mia Lianes. Florida, USA. A student of psychology, Shannon Soliano Mann. Melbourne, Australia. A dermal science student, Elisa Marie Mendoza. Iloilo City. A business executive, China Jade Chu. Kawayan Biliran. A civil engineering student, Ivy Jean Kimbo. La Castellana Negros Occidental. An entrepreneur, Riza Paula Infante. Let's meet the delegates from Luzon, Alacapan, Cagayan.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful angel.
A licensed teacher, Diana Rose Hidalgo.
Tomorrow comes and goes before you know. So I just had to let you know the way that
Ati Monan Quezon.
but nothing can compare to
And events host and singer, Shane Tormes.
when he got you faded. Saying you the one for me, I need to face it.
Baguio City.
Sorry that your mom found out.
An artist from the city of Pines, Roxanne Allison Baines. Binyan City.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel.
A rising entrepreneur, Daniela Maurice Fernandez.
Comes and goes before you know. So I just had to let you know that we
Daraga Albay.
amazing. Love a miracle, a beautiful
A special investigator, Patricia Santos.
taste it. You came a little closer, now you're shaking.
General Trias City. A logistics assistant, Rosine Bernardo. Lalo Cagayan. A graduate of travel management, Laika Chamberlain Lagasca. Lipa City. A host, model, and product endorser, Nicole Janice Aguilar. Micah Wayan City. A registered nurse, Jonavic Perez. Santa Rosa City. A flight attendant, Hannah Bethia Merino. And now the delegates from Mindanao, Compostela, Davao de Oro.
Angel, love you imperfect.
A nursing student, Jill Ira Onda.
And goes before you know. So I just had to let you know the way that Gucci look on you.
Davao City.
But nothing can compare to when you naked.
A student of special needs education, Ira Mel Alfeche.
For me, I need to face it. Started when we were younger.
General Santos City.
That your mom found out. She said we just really had the fun.
An HR consultant, freelance writer, and graphic designer, Ariel Jasmine Roque.
Hey.
Malita Davao Occidental.
Love you imperfect.
College teacher, Mia Berniel de la Serna.
Before you know. So I just had to let you know that we that just fall off you is
Mati City.
love a miracle, a beautiful creation.
A bank credit analyst, Luisa Jane Moreno.
You came a little closer, now you're shaking.
Opol Misamis Oriental. A student of tourism management, Isobel Teaño. Panabo City. A college professor, Ed Goldelaine Flores.
You came a little closer, now you're shaking.
South Cotabato. An international tourism management student, Eliza Isabel Tolimao. Tacorong City. A hotel receptionist, Rica May Ramos. Talacogon, Agusan del Sur. A human resource management officer, June Syra Pineda. Vincenzo Sagon, Zamboanga del Sur. a Provincial Tourism Officer, Japet Lasco. Zamboanga City. A research scientist, Angelique Cabanlong. Who will be the next environmental queen? Find out when Miss Philippines Earth 2020 returns. Brought to you by Hannah Shampoo, Connect Holdings, Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel and Tours. Welcome back to Miss Philippines Earth 2020. Please welcome award-winning TV host and a Leo Awards Hall of Famer, Paolo Begiones.
Good morning and welcome to the much-awaited finals of Miss Philippines Earth 2020. We hope you're all doing well and we're glad that you could join us from the comfort and safety of your homes. Now, usually at this point of the show, we would hear loud cheers from a live audience, but due to the unfortunate incident that struck the country and the world for that matter, we will be doing things, well, a bit differently. The wonders of technology has brought us together to celebrate the women who continue to inspire us despite the difficult times. This year marks the 20th edition of Miss Philippines Earth. For the past 2 decades, it's not only the crown that has been passed on, but also the advocacy to protect the environment. For 2020, it's been quite a challenge for the delegates to live up to the Miss Philippines Earth tradition. But the setbacks they encountered only made them more resilient and eager to show what eco-angels are made of. Let's watch this and find out how they rose to the challenge.
Yeah, I know it ain't pretty when two hearts get broke. I hope someday we'll sit down together and laugh with each other about these days, these days. All our troubles we'll lay to rest and we wish we could come back to these days, these days. These days, these days.
It's really amazing to see these ladies spread positivity. And interestingly enough, one thing that became apparent during the lockdown period was how creative the delegates are. As we look forward to embrace the new normal, the ladies shared their fashion flair and showed how one can stay safe and trendy at the same time. Let's take a look.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me
times call for extraordinary means to inspire our kababayans, and the collective efforts of our delegates show how we can stay optimistic as we serve others and, of course, save the environment. And in the spirit of coming together, we would like to take this opportunity to give a big shout out to the people behind Carousel Productions for rising to the occasion to mark a milestone in the history of Miss Philippines Earth. Our congratulations to Ms. Pichi Veneracion, Vice President and Project Director, Ms. Lorraine Shook, Executive Vice President, and Mr. Ramon Monzon, President. Thank you very much for beating the odds to make Miss Philippines Earth happen. When we return, we'll get closer to meeting the ladies who will make the first cut in the competition. All that and more after this break.
Brought to you by Hannah Shampoo, Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel and Tours.
Welcome back to Miss Philippines Earth 2020. With delegates getting more competitive each year, choosing a deserving winner has become a complex process, made up of a string of tests designed to bring out the best in each delegate. During the past week, the ladies faced not one, but 3 preliminary rounds to determine who will make it to the semifinals. Here's a look at how the 33 Eco-Angels soared their way to the Miss Philippines Earth crown.
Reduce, reuse, and recycle. These are the 3 R's that serve as the basic steps in saving the environment. But did you know that to win the Miss Philippines Earth crown, you also need to master the 3 R's of an environmental ambassador? First, a ravishing physique never goes unnoticed. It takes a panel of experts in the field of fitness to tell if you are physically fit to carry out the responsibilities that go with the crown, while possessing the regal bearing of a queen. Those who the judges felt are poised for the crown include, in random order, Next, a radiant natural beauty can launch 1,000 reasons for beauty experts not to vote for you. Because let's face it, the beauty of an eco-angel is as pure as her intention to serve Mother Earth. And in no particular order, the 10 delegates who shined radiantly include Finally, a resounding message of hope for the environment seals the deal to clinch the title. Impressing a panel of expert jurors may be a nerve-wracking experience, but once they see your sincerity, the odds are likely to be in your favor, just like these ladies who aced this pre-judging round. In random order, they are just secured your ticket for a journey of a lifetime.
That was just the first leg of their journey to become the new Miss Philippines Earth. The second leg is just as tough, and this time the semifinalists will be under the watchful eyes of our distinguished panel of judges I'm about to introduce. Our first judge is a sought-after eco-speaker and an advocate for environmental management and corporate social responsibility. Voted as the greenest person on the planet, the green man himself, Mr. Matthias Gelber. A TV network executive who paved the way for GMA7 to become the pioneer in Korean novelas and Thai series in the country, and was supervising producer of award-winning GMA Telecine specials. The first Vice President for Program Management, GMA Network Incorporated, Mr. Jose Marie Abacan. A movie, TV, and stage actress who has won 4 Best Actress awards in international film festivals for the 2016 movie Uma. The first Venezuelan to win the Miss Earth crown, Miss Alexandra Brown. A consumer brands expert who's behind the success of Hana Shampoo, the marketing director of Peerless Products, makers of Hana Shampoo, Mr. Carlos Bacani. An international brand ambassador, Bollywood star, and a 2018 honoree of India's Ministry of Women and Children Development for her pioneering achievements, Miss Earth 2010, Miss Nicole Faria. A former Miss RP title holder who represented the country in the Miss World pageant and has also starred in various top-rating soap operas, most notably Ana Luna, Miss Suzanne Gonzalez Gomer. Last but not the least is the dynamic TV producer who co-founded the advocacy-driven Miss Philippines Earth and Miss Earth pageants, the lady behind the success of today's grand event, Miss Lorraine Shook. To ensure the integrity of the competition, each member of our judging panel will submit his or her scores directly to SGV and Company, our official tabulator, represented today by Mr. Ramon Dizon, partner, SGV and Company. You've seen how the delegates performed during the preliminary rounds, and I bet most of you have made a list of your top picks. Now, before we reveal our top 10, let's first welcome back the Eco Angels vying for the title of Miss Philippines Earth 2020. Here they are.
Let's meet the delegates from Luzon, Alacapan, Cagayan, Atimonan, Quezon, Baguio City, Pinyan City, Daraga Albay, General Trias City, Lalo, Cagayan, Lipa City, Maykawayan City, Santa Rosa City, the delegates from Luzon. Let's meet the delegates from Visayas, Iloilo City, Kawayan Biliran, La Castellana, Negros Occidental, the delegates from Visayas. Let's meet the delegates from Mindanao, Compostela, Davao de Oro, Davao City, General Santos City, Malita, Davao Occidental, Mati City, Opol, Misamis Oriental, Panabo City, South Cotabato, Tacorong City, Talocogon, Agusan del Sur, Vincenzo Sagon, Zamboanga del Sur, Zamboanga City, the delegates from Mindanao. Let's meet the delegates of NCR, City of Manila, Mandaluyong City, Parañaque City, Pasig City, Quezon City, the delegates of NCR. Let's meet the delegates from the overseas Filipino communities, Phil Dubai, UAE, Phil Florida, USA, Phil Melbourne, Australia, the delegates from the overseas Filipino communities.
33 remarkable ladies, each one a potential Miss Philippines Earth. Of course, our competition would not be complete without handing out some special awards to equally special ladies. First up is the Eco Angel Award, which goes to the delegate who made the most number of relevant and meaningful activities and sharing these online during the pageant season. And she is Lalo, Cagayan, Laika Chamberlain Lagasca. Up next is a special award for the delegate who has captured the admiration of our friends from the press and bloggers alike. This year's Darling of the Press is Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens. A delegate's eco video may run just a few minutes, but its message of hope for the environment will definitely last a long time. This year's winning eco video, as adjudged by a special juror, was submitted by our delegate from Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens.
where nature leaves you in awe. A horizon where art is alive and culture is preserved. A community that embraced her, my curiosity turned into a responsibility, a role to play, a drive to make a change. Baguio is now also known as a UNESCO Creative City.
Hana Shampoo, a brand committed to providing beautiful and fragrant hair to every Filipina, selected the 10 Hana beauties who exude confidence with their effortlessly beautiful hair. Out of these 10, one stood out based on her performance, environmental advocacy, online votes, and of course, her effortless beauty. To receive 50,000 pesos and a year's supply of Hana Shampoo, Miss Hana for 2020 is Atimonan, Quezon, Shane Tormes.
I'm Shane Quintana Tormes, your eco-angel from Atimonan, Quezon, that helps growing healthy hair and regular use of Hana shampoo. And staying true to who you are is how you will inspire people to trust in their ability and beauty. That's how I envision an effective ambassadress of Hana shampoo.
Congratulations to the winners of the special awards. Now comes the first crucial part of the competition. Who among these ladies will make it to the elite circle of 10? The answer is coming right up after this short break, so stay with us.
If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. Can't live without me, you wanna, but you can't. Nah. Think it's funny, but honey, can't run the show on your own. I can feel my body shake, there's only so much I can take. I'll show you how a real queen behaves. No damsel in distress, don't need to save me. Once I stop breathing fire, you can't tame me. And you might think I'm weak without a sword, but if I had one, it'd be bigger than yours. If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own.
Brought to you by Hana Shampoo, Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel and Tours.
You're still watching the much-awaited finals of Miss Philippines Earth 2020. Now, before we move on, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank and congratulate all the delegates for participating in this year's pageant despite what we are facing right now. You've made us all very, very proud, and you will all be remembered not just simply as Batch 2020, but even more as the batch that gave meaning to dedication, resiliency, and unity. Now, on to the task at hand. I have with me the names of the delegates who will move on to the semifinals. The results have been tabulated and verified by SGB and Company. So ladies, best of luck. Here we go, in no particular order. First to secure a spot in the top 10 is Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens.
I'm Roxy Bayens, the eco-angel of Baguio City. I was brought up by my parents to be kind and gentle to all living things and human beings. With the heart I was raised to have, I gained interest in urban gardening, and am now uplifting it as my advocacy. We are now facing a shortage of food supply due to this pandemic. If we learn to plant and harvest our own food at home, then we would feel that sense of security. Let's choose to have a green thumb.
Filipino community, Melbourne, Australia, Alisa Marie Mendoza.
I am who I am today because of my parents. They taught me the core values of being a Filipino. And that is why I believe that the Filipino community can achieve my advocacy of implementing proper waste segregation through their own efforts. And this pandemic has not only strengthened my belief in the importance of family, but has made me more focused and determined in doing the best that I can to be Miss Philippines Earth 2020.
Make your presence felt, Daraga Albay, Patricia Santos.
The only daughter of a single mom,
I grew up believing in the power of women who worked hard for their dreams. Now, as an aspiring lawyer, my advocacy is to strengthen environmental literacy in this post-pandemic world, where I aim to challenge communities to become better caretakers of our planet by informing them of simple but effective choices that will reduce their carbon footprint, thereby transforming our new normal into a better normal for all.
Securing a slot, South Cotabato, Eliza Isabel Tolimao.
The COVID-19 pandemic has recalibrated everything, work and life. As work, schooling, and socializing have moved into the digital, it's quite challenging for a traveler like me to live in this new normal. As I embark in the realizations of my advocacy, which is a sustainable agritourism development program that supports local farmers elevate their standard of living. This new normal is a fight to be fought. After all, there are lessons to be learned here.
And rounding out the first 5 semifinalists, Iloilo City, China Jade Chu.
I am a young lady who is very passionate in everything that I do. Whether being part of outreach programs or advocating environmental protection through my advocacy called Panubok from Trash to Cash. This new normal may be very challenging to gather people or advocating certain causes, but as long as you have the passion, you'll always be in action. China Jade Chu, 21, Iloilo City.
And those are the first 5 delegates who still have a shot at the crown. When we return, we'll meet another set of delegates who will complete the top 10. So don't go away. Miss Philippines Earth 2020 will be right back.
Brought to you by Hannah Shampoo, Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel and Tours.
5 spots in the semifinals have been claimed, and 5 more ladies still have the chance to make history. So let's continue to fill our top 10. Again, this is in no particular order. Let's make way for Quezon City, Angeline May Santos.
Being in a male-dominated field of engineers, I have experienced discrimination because of gender. But to strengthen my cause as a woman engineer, I would like to stress the importance of sustainable engineering along with gender mainstreaming. The coronavirus pandemic has been an eye-opener that for humanity and Earth to survive, we have to start living sustainably and exist to desist gender discrimination. This is Angeline Santos, your eco-angel from Quezon City.
Your journey continues. At Timonan, Quezon, Shane Tormes.
I'm Shane Quintana Tormes. I'm an events host and a music lover. I was raised by my grandparents. They are the ones who imparted to me the value of sharing and charity. I love traveling and doing nature-based activities that awakened my environmental consciousness and led me to my advocacy, which is sustainable ecotourism. Let's protect and respect biodiversity. This pandemic is a restart button for us to rethink about our actions and have a better approach towards Mother Nature.
Take your place, City of Manila, Justine Ortega.
I'm Justine Ortega, your eco-angel from the City of Manila. I was born in this historic and beautiful city of Manila and raised by 3 mothers for 26 years. I graduated with a degree in marketing from San Beda University and currently working as a business development manager. My environmental advocacy is renewable energy because I believe it has the biggest impact in fighting the current climate crisis. And I also believe that renewable energy is the key to achieving energy independence amidst economic recovery.
Moving on to the next round, we have General Santos City, Ariel Jasmine Roque.
With great passion, I made it my mission to become an even better person as we enter the new normal. Regardless of the results of this pageant, I aspire to continue pursuing my advocacy, sustainable animal agriculture. To do so, I will work closely with the local government and private organizations, and together, we will push through for the stronger enforcement of relevant laws and the implementation of proper waste disposal and management in all animal farms, both big and small. It is my aim to become an even more responsible inhabitant of the earth and catalyst of change as I inspire others to do the same. I aspire to be a woman who continues to help others, someone who's financially stable and spiritually secure as I gradually climb the ladder of success.
And finally, we have Mandaluyong City, Gianna Llanes.
My name is Gianna Llanes and I am your Eco Angel from Mandaluyong City. I had always had a sense of adventure, and I think my curious mind stems from growing up in Canada, but being under a household that values Filipino culture. Now, as a radio DJ, sports reporter, and journalist, my inquisitiveness has even increased more and has influenced me to looking into my advocacy, natural disaster risk education. I have been able to partner up with the Department of Education, Mandaluyong Division, to deliver a number of natural disaster no-house talks to various public schools around my city. And during the pandemic, I've been able to partner up with Protect the Frontline and Kwento with COVID project to deliver necessities to our medical frontliners and fellow Filipinos who are struggling during this time. I hope that in the new normal, we can implement a bigger sense of community.
The race for the crown is officially on. We'll get to know more about our top 10 as they compete in the swimsuit round. That's happening next, right here on Miss Philippines Earth 2020.
Brought to you by Hannah Shampoo, Connect Holdings, Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel and Tours.
And we're back on Miss Philippines Earth 2020. While on lockdown, we noticed a lot of people getting into fitness and staying healthy. Now, these 10 ladies you're about to see obviously joined the bandwagon. And why not? It's a benchmark for an environmental queen to be in tip-top shape and poised to take on any challenge. Ready to make a splash? Let's welcome back the top 10 in the swimsuit competition.
Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens. 23-year-old Roxanne is a tourism management graduate. She keeps herself in top condition by eating organic fruits and vegetables. Filipino community of Melbourne, Australia, Elisa Marie Mendoza. Elisa is 19 years old and enjoys many sports, including soccer and netball. She keeps fit by working out regularly and doing yoga. Daraga Albay, Patricia Santos. Patricia used to run and swim, but recently found an interest in playing golf. She does volunteer work for NGOs whenever her time permits. South Cotabato, Elisa Isabel Tolimao. She's the outdoorsy type who loves sports and was an athlete when she was in high school. Elisa won her first pageant at the age of 17. Iloilo City, China J. Chu. Doing yoga helps Jade to have a sound mind and healthy body. She was very active as a child, which made her fearless yet appreciative of life lessons. Quezon City, Angeline Santos. Angeline's love for hiking enabled her to find her connection with nature. She's 25 years old and is currently taking her Master of Science in Management Engineering. Atimonan, Quezon, Shane Tormes. As an events host and singer, Shane is the outgoing type who loves to travel. She's also into playing badminton and hiking. City of Manila, Justine Ortega. Justine works as a business development manager. She's 26 years old and loves to travel, play frisbee, and solve word games. General Santos City, Ariel Jasmine Roque. This coffee lover is an information technology graduate and expresses her artistic side through graphic design and writing. She's also into hiking and taking long walks in the morning. Mandaluyong City, Gianna Lianes. Gianna is a courtside reporter and TV host. This 24-year-old sports buff teaches indoor cycling and group boxing.
Round 1 down and a lot more to go. After the break, we'll get up close with our 10 semifinalists and find out what makes them tick. In the meantime, we'd like to acknowledge the support of the following for making Miss Philippines Earth possible. Home Radio 97.9, DWIZ 882 AM, Monster RX 93.1, Energy FM 106.7, and UFM 105.5. Please do stick around. Miss Philippines Earth 2020 will be right back.
Brought to you by Hannah Shampoo, Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel and Tours.
Welcome back to Miss Philippines Earth 2020. Now it's time to prove that there's more to our top 10 than meets the eye. This is round 1 of the question and answer, and since Miss Philippines Earth is celebrating its 20th year, the questions will come from past title holders and elemental queens. Each of our semifinalists has 30 seconds to respond. When this warning chime sounds off, that means it's time to wrap up. Let's start with our first semifinalist, Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Baez. Hi, Roxanne.
Hello.
Please choose a number.
Number 2, please.
Question number 2 comes from Miss Philippines Earth and Miss Earth 2015, Angelia Ong.
Congratulations on making it this far. This is your question. What is your take on social distancing, wearing of masks, and washing of hands more often?
I think taking social distancing and taking proper precaution should still be continued. Despite us being in a GCQ, we are allowed to go back to our jobs not because it is safe, but because livelihood is important. So let us not put our guards down. Let's continue to take cautions and let's work in solidarity to finally put an end to this pandemic. Thank you.
Let's now have Alisa Marie Mendoza from Melbourne, Australia. Please choose a number between 1 to 10.
4.
Alisa, your question comes from Miss Philippines Air 2001, Menchu Antigua Macapagal.
This pandemic has forced us to make changes to our everyday activities. As an advocate of the environment, what changes have you made?
Before the pandemic, I was very into my education and I worked a lot. Due to the pandemic, I now do a lot of exercise. I also ensure that in terms of my advocacy of proper waste segregation, that I'm educating not only my family, but my outer family like cousins and aunties to properly dispose of their waste, such as recycling, plastics, and compost. Thank you.
Our third semifinalist is from Dalaga, Albay. We have Patricia Santos. Hi, Patricia. Please choose a number between 1 to 10.
I choose 8.
Your question comes from Miss Philippines Air 2018, Zara Bianca Saldua.
If you were in the position to help those who are affected by the pandemic, which sector would you give assistance to? Would it be the frontliners or those who lost their jobs?
Well, for me, as what I have been doing the past few months, I would extend the help to those who have lost their jobs. I understand that the frontliners also need the support, but I also see that the frontliners will have the government there to guide them But for the people who have lost their jobs, so many of them also depend on us private citizens because the government cannot cover for everybody. And this is the perfect time for us private citizens who have extra to give their support to those who have less in life.
Moving right along, we have from South Cotabato, Eliza Isabel Tolima. Please choose a number between 1 to 10.
6.
If you're ready, your question comes from Miss Philippines Air 2002, Justine Gabionza.
With the pandemic that's happening to the world, what do you think Mother Earth is telling us now?
This pandemic has recalibrated a lot of lives. It caused a lot of loss of jobs, loss of opportunities. But this pandemic also became a benefit to our Mother Earth. It took time for the Mother Earth to heal. And this serves as a lesson to take care of what we have, to take care of Mother Earth, to make it as our top priority. Because Mother Earth gives us life, and without it, we couldn't have it.
Let's round out our first batch of semifinalists with Iloilo City, China Jade Chu. Hi China, please choose a number between 1 to 10.
Number 1, please.
Question number 1 comes from Miss Philippines Earth 2013, Angeli De Los Reyes.
Hello, Eco Angel. My simple question for you is, what is your idea of a new normal?
For me, new normal is going on with the lives we've got with caution. This pandemic doesn't really stop us from living, but it teaches us on the things that really matter, like being cautious all the time. We can still do the things that we want, but we must observe safety protocols and preventative measures. This new normal may be hard to deal with at first, but it is better to be safe than sorry.
You've heard from our first set of semifinalists. Let's see if our next batch is equally as impressive. Don't go away, Miss Philippines Earth 2020 will be right back.
Brought to you by Hannah Shampoo, Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel and Tours.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, we're still in one of the thrilling portions of the competition. 5 ladies are waiting to be on the spotlight. So let's get started with a question and answer as they become social even at a distance. Let's start off with Quezon City, Angeline May Santos. Please choose a number between 1 to 10.
Number 7.
All right, you chose a question from Miss Philippines Earth 2009, Sandra Seifert.
Congratulations for making it this far. Your question is, what advice would you give to those who are experiencing anxiety because of the pandemic?
So, this past few days, I have felt discouraged and disheartened to continue my journey with the Miss Philippines Earth pageant. But because of the people who are fully supporting me, I am still standing here fighting my way through the crown. And that is my little message to other people, that despite what is happening around the world, or despite this pandemic, we are all gonna get through this because nothing is permanent and we are all gonna make it. Thank you.
Let's bring in our next semifinalist, Atimonan Quezon, Shane Tormes. Hi, please choose a number between 1 to 10.
3.
That number corresponds to a question from April Ross Perez, Miss Philippines Earth 2002.
Many noticed that the Earth seemed to have recovered during these times of pandemic. What are your thoughts?
It gives me so much light and hope about the substantial changes happening in our environment, and let this inspire us to continuously take care of our Mother Earth, because we have to understand that it is our moral obligation not just to take care of ourselves, but as well as our environment, that is the very foundation where we depend our survival and well-being.
City of Manila, Justine Ortega, it's your turn. Please choose a number between 1 to 10.
5.
Okay, if you're ready, your question comes from Miss Philippines Earth 2007, Jean Harn.
What is your opinion on the online learning for children?
My opinion on online learning for children is that before we actually proceed with a standardized option for this, we have to consider that the Filipino children live in different regions, different areas. Given this, we are an archipelagic country, and our energy supply varies per region, and as well as the internet connection will vary.
So I believe in order for us to move forward with online learning, we'd have to propose customized solutions per household, per region, and per Filipino family. Thank you.
We have two more semifinalists coming up. This time, let's bring on in General Santos City, Ariel Jasmine Roque. Please choose between 9 and 10.
10.
Now, your question is going to be coming from Miss Philippines Air 2014, Diane Carrer.
What thing did you consider valuable before the pandemic that you now realize had very little value?
The thing that I consider with more value before the pandemic is the ability to go out and go places because I love traveling. Although it's important for me and it plays a massive role in my life, I think that what we should be giving more importance is the time that we share with our family. This pandemic allowed me to take advantage of this opportunity as I share my time with my loved ones and with myself, and as I discover all the other things that I can do and all the other special abilities that I have and I can share with other people.
And finally, it's time to hear from Mandaluyong City, Gianna Yanes. Hi Gianna, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Your question comes from Miss Philippines Earth and Miss Earth 2017, Karen Ibasco.
This is your question. There are lots of conflicting news you get to read online on the internet. How would you know if it's fake or real news?
Well, this question is near and dear to my heart because I am a journalist by profession, so I know how important it is to deliver verified news. I think ultimately I encourage my fellow journalists to keep delivering news that is unbiased, and my fellow Filipinos to also be very diligent when they're reading and sharing news to make sure that it's ultimately verified. We have to remember that the freedom of speech is the lifeblood of our country and our democracy, so we need to share ideas diligently.
And that concludes the question and answer round. Have you made your choices for the final 5? Hang on, because we have one more round to go in the competition. The evening gowns, grace, glamour, and beauty, that's up next, right here when Miss Philippines Earth 2020 returns.
Brought to you by Hannah Shampoo, Connect Holdings, Miss Earth Foundation, Kitco Travel and Tours.
We've come to the part where the list of adjectives to describe the 10 semifinalists are longer than their hemlines. In a sheer display of beauty and elegance, prepare to be enthralled with the evening gown competition.
Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens. After graduating with flying colors, Roxanne would like to soar once again, this time as an artist and commercial model. Filipino community of Melbourne, Australia. Eliza Marie Mendoza. If she were to win Miss Philippines Earth, Eliza would dedicate her time in the Philippines to get to know the country better and learn to help its people. Daraga Albay, Patricia Santos. A Juris Doctor degree holder, Patricia hopes to encourage communities to adapt a sustainable lifestyle. She plans to take the bar exams next year. South Cotabato, Eliza Isabel Tulimao. She learned from childhood to value the simple things in life. She keeps herself motivated by surrounding herself with successful and optimistic people. Iloilo City, China Jade Chu. As a business graduate, Jade hopes to thrive in the business community while making a positive impact to the environment through eco-social entrepreneurship. Quezon City, Angeline Santos. A victim of bullying when she was a kid, Angeline believes that conforming to society's standard of beauty would only bend one's ability to shine. Atimonan, Quezon, Shane Tormes. She spent her birthday last year in a charity event with less fortunate children. She hopes to be a celebrity host and run her own pageant school in the future. City of Manila, Justine Ortega. True to her job at a renewable energy company, Justine would like to encourage everyone to switch to energy sources that do not emit loads of harmful chemicals. General Santos City, Ariel Jasmine Roque. Ariel managed to finish her studies through various scholarships. That's why she wants to give back and share her blessings to those in need. Mandaluyong City, Gianna Llanes. This well-traveled communications graduate hopes to open an orphanage or maybe even run for a political post in the future.
Ten impressive ladies have made their mark. Now the question is, who will move on and who will take the crown? Find out next when we return after the break. We started the competition with 33 delegates, then we whittled it down to 10. And now, we're about to make the final cut. The judges have decided and the results were forwarded directly to me by Mr. Ramon Dizon, partner, SGV and Company. So ladies, good luck. Here we go. This is in no particular order. First to make it to the top 5 is Filipino Community, Melbourne, Australia, Alisa Marie Mendoza. You made it! Daraga Albay, Patricia Santos. Smile and be proud, Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens. Step forward, Mandaluyong City, Gianna Llanes. And completing our top 5, Atimonan, Quezon, Shane Tormes. Congratulations to our final 5. Now one of these ladies will make history in Philippine pageantry and earn the privilege to carry out the legacy of Beauties for a Cause. Only one more hurdle separates them from the crown, and that is the final question. All finalists will be given 30 seconds to answer the same question, and as one delegate answers, the others will be transferred to the waiting room of our video conference, so they will not hear the question. All right? Here we go with the final Q&A. Let's start with Filipino Community, Melbourne, Australia, Eliza Marie Mendoza. Hi, Eliza. This is not your final question yet, but how does it feel to be part of a pageant done online?
It's my first pageant and to be the finalist as well as it being online. It has been so... Sorry, I'm just so nervous and excited right now, but to be a part of it, especially the first pageant to be online, I'm so fortunate, I'm so grateful. I have no words to say right now.
All right, are you ready for your final question?
Yes.
What important quality should a leader display in the midst of a pandemic?
I think the most important quality that they should display during a pandemic is communication. Because during a pandemic, it's worldwide. It's not just one country or another country. Everyone needs to be in this together. They need to be united. So I hope during this time, the governments can communicate with each other to help each other during this pandemic. Thank you.
That was Eliza Marie Mendoza from Melbourne, Australia. Let's bring on in Patricia Santos from Daraga Albay. Hi, Patricia.
Hello.
This is not your final question yet, but what are the challenges of doing a pageant that is online?
Oh, there were a lot of astounding challenges that we had to overcome. Primarily, number one was the venue, because we all lived, me, my friends, my family, we all lived in very small houses, condominiums, so the venue was a big issue, as well as the videographer, because we couldn't do this alone. Our cell phones would be not adequate enough to cover the technical requirements, as well as the coordination with different people, because you know it really takes a village to conduct a pageant perfectly, or at least at the level that we expect a pageant to be done here, especially here in the Philippines. So there were a lot of humongous challenges, and I really wouldn't be here without the support of the people who have really given their time, effort, and even their money. So I want to take the time to say thank you to everybody. Thank you so much. I would not be in this moment if it wasn't for you.
Many challenges indeed. So, are you ready for your final question?
Yes.
What important quality should the leader display in the midst of a pandemic?
I truly do believe that the most important quality that a leader should have during a pandemic is empathy. Our leader must be able to put themselves in the shoes of the people so that they will know what the people would need. They would know what the people would prioritize, and they would know what the people would want in their leader. Because as we move forward in this pandemic, which is not yet over, we must have leaders who understand how we feel so that they may be able to do what they can to address our needs. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's Patricia Santos from Daraga Albay. Let's hear from Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens. Hi Roxanne, this is not your final question yet. I'd just like to chat with you a bit. Now, normally in a pageant, there are many activities where the ladies get to be close as they get to know one another. Were you able to get close to any of the candidates despite the current situation wherein you hardly can see each other in person?
Yes, well, prior to the competition itself, I was able to train with other girls, and I actually have a best friend. She's in top 5, Mandaluyong City. She's also a friend of mine from long time ago since we had a pageant together. And I can say that this batch I just felt so comfortable because everybody was just so nice. It's sad that I wasn't able to have much bonding with them, but I just made the most out of what was given to me.
All right, here's your question. What important quality should a leader display in the midst of a pandemic?
Well, a leader should display having a green thumb, because at this point in time, we have a shortage in food supply. So it is important to open the eyes of people to embrace having a sustainable life and start urban agriculture at their own homes. After all, a green life is a better life, and I hope our leaders will give that to us.
That's Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens. Now we have Mandaluyong City, Gianna Llanes. Hi Gianna.
Hi Paolo, how are you?
I am good, thank you for asking. So let's chat a bit. Before your final question, how did you prepare for this particular pageant? Was it any different from the other pageants that you joined?
This is actually my 3rd pageant ever, my 2nd national pageant. And honestly, all of my preparations had to be mental, just because this is a virtual pageant. So I asked myself if I was really capable of pursuing this. But the city that I'm representing has gone through a crazy time these past few months. So I have really pushed to represent my Tiger City well, and my preparations were with that, finding even more of a passion for my advocacy and helping out my community.
All right. What important quality should the leader display in the midst of a pandemic?
I think that ultimately, our leaders nationwide and internationally should really display compassion. With this pandemic, hundreds of thousands of people have lost their loved ones because of this invisible enemy. So ultimately, they turn to their leaders for strength, for hope, and a helping hand in whatever situation that they're put through. This is something I try to display as a leader of my peers, and I'm hoping to continue to display with or without the Miss Philippines Earth crown.
That's Mandaluyong City, Gianna Llanes. Thank you so much. Finally, we have Atimon and Quezon, Shane Tormes. Hi, Shane.
Hello, Paolo. How are you?
I am doing well. Now, during the pandemic, people had a lot of free time. This is not your final question yet, okay? By the way, did you learn anything new a new skill, or did you take up a new hobby?
Yeah, I've actually learned how to cook because before I barely go to our kitchen because I was so busy doing my career. So right now that I have a lot of time inside the house, I was able to go at the kitchen and experiment a bit of recipes that I can see and watch in the YouTube. So I'm very much happy to say that right now I'm on the level 1 of cooking.
All right, here's your question. What important quality should a leader display in the midst of a pandemic?
I believe that the important quality that a leader should have in the pandemic is compassion. When a has a compassion, it will trigger every citizens of the country to follow, most especially during these trying times, to the preventive measurements and of course with the things that we have to do. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us to rethink about our actions, not just towards each other, but as well as our nature. Let's all remember, we are on the same boat right now. And in order for us to reach the destination of healing, we must be united and row together.
That's Atimon and Quezon, Shane Tormes. And that concludes our competition. It's all now up to the judges to seal the fate of these ladies. And in just a few minutes, we will meet the new Miss Philippines Earth. So stay with us. We will be right back. For the past year, these women have worn their crowns with pride. And now that they're about to pass on their titles, they leave us with hearts full of hope that we can all make a difference for the environment. To give their words of farewell, let's all welcome back the Queens of 2019.
I need an angel to save me from myself, holding my Savior, keep my heart upon the shelf. Do you remember the things we said, the things we felt, calling forever, for every passing moment left. I need an angel to save me from my fate. I need an angel to light the sky along the way.
To my beauty mentors in KF, Tito Rogel and Kuya Anan, to my fashion designer Alfie Desamparado, to Ate Ems and my Realm HME family, to my friends from elementary to law school, my co-advocates at IJM, my relatives and fellow Masinanons and Ilonggos, to my newfound sisters, my co-elemental queens of 2019, thank you for having supported me in fulfilling my purpose beyond my duties until the very end of my reign. My mom, my dad, my siblings, my nieces, and my Luigi, I love you all so much, more than anything else in this world.
A year ago, I was crowned with fire. Today, I pass on my crown to every single one of you. Wherever you go and whatever you do, remember your crown. This is Alexandra Mendoza Dairit, Miss Philippines Earth Fire 2019. Thank you and I love you.
Being crowned as Miss Philippines Water opened my eyes to a very important role of humanity and its obligation to nature. We are an ecosystem that need each other. To all of my family, friends, and Taclobanons, thank you for all of your love and support. This is Chelsea Cabias Fernandez, and I am forever your Miss Philippines Water 2019.
I never would have imagined that my life would be so different since I was crowned as your Miss Philippines Air 2019. I learned so many lifelong lessons and gained so many experiences that I will treasure my whole life. To everyone who believed in my capabilities, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And to my successor, I leave you with this. Live life, breathe, and enjoy the little things.
Impossible. I thought it was impossible for me to be a beauty queen. But my life is a living testament that nothing is truly impossible with God. I am beyond grateful to be your Miss Philippines Earth 2019, an unforgettable year of working relentlessly with different organizations sharing the same purpose of making Mother Earth green again. Tree planting, coastal cleanups, school tours, all that and more, I enjoyed every single moment of my reign, and I will always be your all-around queen. To my successor, please do continue to set a legacy for beauty and responsibility. To my family, KF family, Carlson Productions, Sir Mon, Tita Lorraine, Tita Pichi, I love you all so much. At sa mga kababayan ko, patuloy ho akong nagdarasal na sana matapos na ang pandemyang ito para hindi na kumitil pa na marami pang buhay.
Congratulations, Janelle T., Miss Philippines Earth 2019, and her Elemental Court. You've all been an inspiration. Now, before we meet their successors, Miss Philippines Earth would like to thank the following for their all-out support: GMA Network, GMA Program Management, GMA Radio DZBB, Barangay LS 97.1, GMA Program Support, GMA New Media, and Hannah Shampoo. And now, the moment of truth. I have the results directly from Mr. Ramon Dizon, partner, SGV and Company. Now, we'd like to remind everyone that the elemental titles are of equal ranking, and anyone from these title holders may take the place of the new Miss Philippines Earth, should she fail to fulfill her obligations. Let's begin with Miss Philippines Ecotourism. Miss Philippines Ecotourism is Philippine Community, Melbourne, Australia, Eliza Marie Mendoza. The next title is Miss Philippines Fire, and she's none other than Atimon and Quezon, Shane Quintana Tormes. Three delegates left, and up next we have Miss Philippines Water, and she is Mandaluyong City, Diana Yanes. Two ladies left standing, and one of them is about to have a life-changing year. I will announce Miss Philippines Air first, which means the remaining delegate is Miss Philippines Earth 2020. Here we go. Miss Philippines Air is Daraga Albay Patricia Santos. And that means Baguio City, Roxanne Allison Bayens is Miss Philippines Earth 2020. Now, since we don't have a proper crowning moment, we'd like to hear from our winners. Let's start off with Miss Philippines Ecotourism.
I'd just like to say thank you to the Carousel Production and of course Hannah Shampoo for making this pageant go virtual. I would not have been able to experience not only my very first pageant, but of course being a part of a virtual pageant. Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat po sa lahat po na sumuporta po sa aming lahat na 33 Eco Angels para po sa first virtual pageant ng Miss Philippines Year 2020. Most especially po sa local government unit ng Atimonan, Carousel Productions, Hannah Shampoo. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta.
Of course, I want to thank everybody that has supported me throughout this journey. It hasn't been an easy one. I also want to applaud all of my Eco Angel sisters. You guys all did amazing. And as I've been saying in all of the interviews previously, win or lose, whatever has happened, we will continue to push for our advocacy. So thank you very much, Miss Philippines Earth.
Thank you so much to Carousel Production, to Miss Earth family, Miss Earth Philippines family, and to everybody who made this possible, my family, my team, Kagandang Flores. Maraming salamat po from the bottom of my heart.
First of all, thank you so much. There's not enough words in the dictionary to express how I feel. I'm just in shock right now, and I just really wanted to thank
everyone who sent their love from a distance and helped me throughout this journey. It wasn't easy, but you were with me and I didn't feel alone all throughout. And thank you so much, Miss Philippines Earth. I'm so excited to work with such an amazing organization and kind girls as well. So thank you for the opportunity. I'm so excited.
Congratulations to Miss Philippines Earth 2020 and her elemental court. May you all continue to serve as inspirations to countless Filipinos in facing our current situation and, of course, in protecting the environment. We look forward to the day when we can all be together. But until then, this is Paulo Bejones from Miss Philippines Earth 2020 saying, please stay safe, stay healthy, and have a blessed day.